Yeah.
That's too
Cool.
funny.
What
Cool.
was I gonna
Okay.
say?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what was I gonna say here?
We were talking
Oh,
religions, generations. You're enjoying listening to Yeshua, some dude chatting about
yeah.
Yeshua.
So, funny thing is too, when you go to when you die
Mm-hmm.
and you go to the light, that's a soul trap.
It can
You
be.
you enter the light and then you're reincarnated because you gotta do good things because you had bad in your life or you gotta whatever because of your sins, whatever. But if you go the other way, excuse me, if you don't go to the light, go the other way, you're free. You go to the universe, to heaven. You can explore everything.
I don't know so I know of the void, and I don't know if it's a good place to be or not. That could be what you're talking about, explore the universe. But if we're just one fragment of God or the universe, or right, one fragment of our self experiencing ourself on this planet in this
Hmm.
life, I don't really think it because as a soul we're still God, right? Like you're still God, I'm still God, right?
Okay.
So then we're just experiencing this one moment, and then we go back to God, or as God.
Unless the white light is a trap because evil likes to rob your energy, right? That's how they survive is on energy. And
Well, yes, but the dark has always attracted to the light because it wants to be transmuted into the light.
hmm,
For reals. That's my opinion.
yeah. So
So it both
I'll,
have to exist for us to learn or for us to experience, in my opinion, this planet or this lifetime or this family or this body, whatever,
yeah.
right?
I'm just thinking, man, if I die and I see a light in front of me, I'm going the opposite way.
Well, trust me, you'll want to go, and it's not that you're seeing a light, it's you're just absorbing, in my opinion, you're just
Yeah,
absorbing back into the full consciousness of what we are and who we are.
yeah,
And there is no right or wrong, but you do a life review from
yeah.
my experience, from what I've learned from individuals, is you do have a life review, and you sit down and you chat about what you learned, what you didn't learn, um, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you see the light, you're going in the opposite direction. I don't think you really have a choice at that point. Your soul's absorbed into the oneness, the consciousness of all, the universe.
Well, yeah, but the universe, I mean, when you go the opposite way, it becomes light
It
versus
can.
versus the fake light.
Well,
It's like our legal fiction shit, right? It's all
yeah.
fake ass crap.
Well, and I agree with you. If it's all fake ass crap, then technically this is already heaven. There hasn't been a
Oh yeah,
separation from both
yeah.
sides.
Heaven is right here. The earth is beautiful, man.
That
Nature,
sunshine, oh my
yeah,
God.
nature's awesome. You
Yep.
know,
Mother Earth is like when I see that sun in the morning, and then then I have a moment when the clouds are gone and I get to see the moon. I just am in awe. And then
yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll watch a bird, and it's just and then right now, because we're in spring, I know it's like brown, yucky, shitty right now, but in a week it'll just be green.
Yeah.
And it's just so magical because she does whatever she needs to do, that whole nature system. And as long as we're connected to them, I don't even think there's, an up or a down. Like it's
Well,
amazing.
the con artists were trying to control nature, right? All this cloud seeding, right? Block out the sun. That's
Yep.
all real true. It's like the HARP machines, weather modification. It's all true, man. You can look it up. It's right there. They've been doing that for the last 80 years.
I do agree with that, and that's why there's extremes in change of weather
Yeah,
because of that.
yeah,
And that will slowly dissipate over the next decade.
yeah.
And then we'll just be a beautiful
Oh
Edmonton
yeah.
like this, not like not 30 to minus 30 to, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. They have effed with that. But then, and then I was chatting with someone else and it was like, they were saying, well, I'm pretty sure there's like three moons out there, but they keep hiding it from us and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing, right?
Well, I knew that I read that there's two moons, one behind the other, and I kind of saw it in my own eye a few months ago.
Yeah.
I told someone on Telegram, I said I can actually see the moon behind the other moon.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. If I was to tell a regular normie, they'd think I'm nuts, but I don't care.
Normie. That's what you're calling people now is normies.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's like,
I love it.
oh
Oh,
man.
that's awesome. So what do you got planned for the day today, this beautiful Sunday?
Well, I did the first set of wheels yesterday. I got to do the
Mm,
other set of wheels for the other car today.
nice. Changing out the
Yeah.
winter tires to
Yeah.
summer tires.
Yes, indeed.
That's a good day.
Yeah. Hey, do you ever hear about the fallen angels?
In what sense?
Well, they came to Earth, obviously, right? And the fallen angels wanted to be constantly worshipped.
Okay.
Hollywood, Walk of Fame,
Oh yeah, the
shapeshifters,
stars.
yeah,
Okay.
stars,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of them are fallen angels.
I think that there's really, really bad energy in the
They
film
live
and
thousands of
movie.
years and they shapeshift. They and they're all part of that Tavistock. Where the narrative is. They use these actresses and actors and sports heroes, all these other people, to produce their narrative. It's called Tavistock. It was started by the CIA.
I don't specifically know what Tavistock is. However, it
Tavistock.
does like I definitely do.
Yeah.
I
It's
get
on
what you're
the internet.
saying.
It's a CIA program.
Okay, okay.
MK Ultra, right?
Oh, well, yeah, okay,
They
yeah.
use these people, give them fame and fortune, and they have to follow the narrative. Once they're done with that character, they either kill them off and they go into another character. It's just friggin' unbelievable, man. I'm telling you. There's this guy in Florida, he's exposing all these friggin' fallen angels. This guy's got a talent. He used to be an atheist, right?
Okay, yeah.
Until Scam 19 came along, and he found out and he started deep diving, and he becomes Christ consciousness now.
Yeah.
But he's got a gift of comparing people from the past, people to now, with identical markings on their faces.
Oh, and yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's fascinating stuff, man. It's friggin' unreal.
And that's cool because that's his narrative.
Yeah,
So
but
then,
I'm open to everything, man, because I know everything's
yeah.
BS and a lie.
Well, yeah, it's really whatever it may be, 8 billion different perceptions.
Yeah,
But what really effed with us in the system was the technology of TV coming in
yeah,
and then movies and recordings and stuff like that in the
yeah.
you know 1900s or whatever that would be, the early 1900s.
Unreal, man.
Um, yeah, and then whoever was behind that screen or writing is the narrative. Like think of
Yeah,
E.T. Went Home in the early 80s.
yeah,
Nobody even knew what Area 51 was.
yeah,
Nobody knew what aliens were, but then they created this movie and then it's and technically they shared that it was real,
yeah. It's
but put
incredible.
into a movie, right?
Yeah,
So anything that we put on, and that's why this is called transmuting words. Anything that we put into the ethers, anything that we put online, somebody will be absorbing that.
yeah,
Right? And then it's like, okay, well, where you're at in your consciousness, and then that's where you're going to be grabbing that information from, is that level of consciousness. And then when you, like you said, when you wake up or you get kicked in the ass because something hits you and you're like, oh my God, okay, this is a joke. This is a simulation. And
yeah.
then you're like, okay, I better start paying attention to me, what I'm saying, how I'm feeling, what I'm scrolling through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
really interesting.
you're the first person, other than when I started waking up, but you're the
Yeah.
first person, like in real life, that I met that talking about
In real
consciousness
life.
back 4 or 5 years ago when I saw that video when you
Yeah.
told me you were running for mayor.
Yeah.
I saw you talking about that like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And I'm the first real person you met, even though we're
yeah,
online right now. Just
yeah.
across the street, could be having coffee, but this is
Yeah,
better in my opinion. This is awesome.
yeah.
No, this is cool.
I know nothing about consciousness, man, until the last couple of years. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
And but that's the regular Joe. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so until there's something that sparks that interest or sparks that, okay, wait a minute, there's something different. There's something more out there. There's something that's not making sense. And then you try to get to the bottom of it, and then it gets even more convoluted. And then
Oh,
you got to come back to you and be like, okay, well, where's my mind at with this? Where's my consciousness at with this? Yeah. Because
I like
technically, consciousness is all,
is what
is all,
is all wet. Everything.
everything. Your religion, your school, your upbringing, your family, your DNA.
Oh, is it? I know that.
Yeah, it's all of it. It's
That makes
all of it
sense.
put together. And that's why it takes us so long to wake up because all of that shit is holding a specific consciousness. And then all of a sudden we break out of it and we're like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not into this anymore. And
Freaking
then
out.
that's when we start to go down these, some of them are some deep rabbit holes,
Wow. I did
right?
not know. That's cool. I just learned something. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, no, that's great. I love this.
Freaking
I'm
cool.
so glad that you came on and had coffee with me today, Clancy. That's what I'm gonna call this one, Coffee with Clancy.
Yeah. No, I mean there's just too much stuff going on every day.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah.
It's awesome. We're gonna be in a place that we're meant to be in.
Yes.
Experiences greatness. You know.
Peace, joy,
Yeah.
excitement,
Yeah. It's cool.
and out of fear, out of guilt, out of all of those yuckiness things. But it's
Yeah.
gotta be, like you said, exposure that's going on, disclosure that's going on, for the majority to make them actually want to wake up and
Yeah.
question some things and question them. But see, that's why I'm really pushing in the NPCs, the non-player characters. So that comes from video games, that term.
Mm-hmm.
And so the NPCs, we're going to start to see less and less and less and less of them because it's going to be our creation, which means it's only going to be people that we know and love and that we want to talk to, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting. We'll see how the next year goes.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, the was it the 250th year, July 4th in the United States. Supposed to have great things after that, like parties every day for a year, as Trump says. But before that happens, some crazy stuff's going to happen pretty soon because you can't go into that fun stuff without. Actually, you can't go into that fun stuff um, after learning about some bad stuff.
Right.
You need some space to absorb, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think some crazy stuff's coming up pretty soon. I don't know, like next 6 weeks, I believe.
It's
But
oh,
July 4th is not far away, and people have to.
it's hilarious that you're saying that because I actually am going down to the States for July 4th this year to spend it with
What?
my family. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whereabouts?
I'll be down in Montana, Missoula, Montana.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I'll go
I,
hang out, check out some, and that's interesting. So I'll let you know how it goes down there. There's a
yeah,
lot of sleepy people in the United States,
yeah,
right?
but there's a lot of good people that are exposing this stuff too from the U.S. It's
Yes.
great.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, their numbers hearsay, but their numbers are bigger than ours. So
Yeah,
they've got more people that can pull a chunk. They also have, more in-depth um like intrusion into those systems and those programs,
yeah,
right? Because they either have worked there or been there or been associated with it. So it'll be really awesome and interesting to see what happens.
oh yeah. You
Well, I think every day is exciting. Like I wake up and I'm like, dang, I'm like, what the
no,
fuck is going on right now?
the the white hats. There's a group of people, every month putting on what's taking place, what's going on. It's so freaking good, man.
Yeah.
That uh, you got guys all over the world, right? Come to this
Yeah.
podcast, and they all meet up. And
Yeah, it's
most
pretty
of them are
amazing.
Americans, and one's from Australia. A
Yeah,
colonel.
that's really interesting. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool. I mean,
just hang on a second. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to say thank you to, but don't get off the phone. And I'm
yeah,
going to say thank you to Clancy for joining me today on Transmuting Words, created by Vanessa Denman and co-created by Clancy today. So
you're
everybody
welcome.
have a wonderful time and thank you very much, Clancy. I appreciate your time today.
Welcome.